Alright, sorry about the delay. It was not intended. Alright, so welcome back to Mecha Mondays. Your intrepid pilot, Fragath. Today, we've got a bit of a goofy one for you. We've got a game that came out a little over a week ago on Steam called Mecha Knights Nightmare. And it is pretty much what you get if you take Armored Core style mech creation and combine it. That is not showing. Oh no, there we go. It's just not showing the cursor. That's fine. And combine it with EDF style gameplay. Hordes of enemies. Alright, so we are going to start a new game. We're going to take it from the top. Unfortunately, I do have to show it in 2560 by 1600 or thereabouts because 4K is not supported at the moment. It is the next thing that, or the first thing that the developer is working on is resolutions and a couple other things. He's already got some patches lined up, but he's combining some stuff. Also proper keybind changing. It covers more options. 2560 by 1440 as opposed to 4K. Not that you'd be getting 4K. Oh, hey, Dunn. What's up? I hope you're ready for edgy, corny, giant robot action. Because that's what we're getting. I'm not ready. I've almost beaten the game, but I'm taking it from the top for the purposes of the stream. And I'll let the voice acting speak for itself.
April 4th, 2049. The Second Cold War. A conflict that has been simmering for as long as I can remember finally hit its boiling point. Decades of tension and proxy operations between the West and the Russia-China coalition turned the world into chaos. You can no longer feel safe, not even on American soil. Technological progress has not compensated for the drastically changing climate and the massive depletion of natural resources. The East and West have been fighting to claim as much as possible for God knows how long. It's quite obvious that there will never be enough for everyone in this overpopulated world. You can feel uncertainty in everyone's voice, and shit is getting more and more serious. After countless incidents and proxy wars, experts are sure it's enough to tip the scales of peace toward a new world war. Both sides mobilize their forces, deploying thousands of troops across the European and West Asian borders. That includes me as well. I've been moved to the newly created 22nd Independent Mechanized Mobile Company alongside a bunch of lucky mech pilots that the US and NATO deemed good enough to toe the line against the Russians. Stationed at a NATO base in eastern Turkey, I've already met my new wingman, Jake. He has a solid performance indicator from the Academy and a great attitude. I'm sure he'll do just fine. The two of us are going to be a part of a meet and greet that's supposed to stop the coalition in its tracks, should they decide to proceed with an invasion.
So for what it's worth, that intro and this first mission have nothing to do with the rest of the game. Other than, like, the basics. So we're in a robot. It goes stomp.
So, Ethan.
Here's Jake.
You're gonna be my new wingman. We might as well get to know each other.
Jake's a nice
Where are you
man,
from?
but he's going to make a rookie mistake later.
My wingman.
And it's going to haunt him for the rest of his
From
life.
New York. How about you?
Got the chatter, you two. We have system checklists to run through. We've noticed unnatural movement behind the border. So let's make it quick.
Copy that, Command.
First, the motion system. Follow the instruction on your HUD.
But I don't
What
want
made you lucky enough to join the suicide platoon?
Hand-picked by the top of command, actually.
No kidding. A teacher's pet.
Something like that. What about you?
I volunteered.
Really?
Well, it was either that or tending to cattle for the rest of my life. Easy choice, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that. My family wanted me to work a desk job my entire life. No thanks. I'm out here to serve my country.
Calm down, pilot. The list is not over yet.
Hey, I think she's got the hots for me.
Bro, you must be even dumber than you look if you think she's got an interest in anything but telling you what to do.
Bro.
She can order me around any day. Thank God for the military mobile unit, am I right?
Yeah, this is how the war was meant to be experienced. From a gigantic killing machine.
Guess we both made the right choice then.
So as you can see, the voice acting is nothing short of spectacular. It is perfectly on brand. Mostly for like an EDF title, except even more so if that's possible. So we've got a bunch of different movement mechanics. We've got walking, we go stomp, stomp, stomp. We could go stomp to the right, stomp to the left, forward, back, yada, yada, yada. There's basically zero verticality. We never go up, unfortunately. So we are always largely locked to the flat plane we're on, and that is going to have advantages and disadvantages later. We also have boosting, where we just kind of skim with hover thrusters, very armored core, or insert mecha game worth its salt here. There is also an overboost mechanic, which costs a absolute unbelievable amount of energy gauge for maybe doubling your speed at best. We are not going to use that often. What we are going to use somewhat more often is these boost taps, which get us moving quite quickly because we can pop into boost, double tap, then we're moving at full speed very fast, and then we can kind of coast or stop thrusting to regenerate our energy. Speaking of energy, there are pickups on the ground, thing that looks sort of like a cell phone icon, which you probably can't see. They're really tiny even from me. Little cell phone looking thing will grant me a big chunk of my energy back. There are also healing boxes, money boxes, ammo boxes, and item boxes, which are these blank squares that are just on top of crate things. A lot of the crates kind of look similar. If you look at the radar on the bottom, that's that little circular object, you can see that it's actually a square, but you can't see that until you see something off screen show up. So this is telling me there's an item over here. We're getting it. I am going through and getting all the items first, and then I'm going to do the mission. Or proceed with the objectives. Right now it wants me to shoot guns. I'm going to do that in a minute when I feel like it. Once I feel that I've collected everything. I don't actually remember where all the drops are here, so I'm going to take it from here. So you have left gun. You have right gun, arm gun, handgun. Pop, 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 pop. We have shoulder cannon, bibbity boop boop. Shoulder cannon, other one, bibbity bop bop. You have overheat gauges for weapons that you fire too frequently, which will become highly relevant later with certain weapon types. Oh, I still have to shoot these more. Sugar. Trees are destructible. They'll block like a bullet and then stop being a problem right afterwards.
Time for resupply. If you have a supply beacon equipped as a system
that's right, that's the
module,
other
you
mechanic
can
that I
call in
forget
supply
about.
drops from allied helicopters at drop zones marked as H on your map. They
So
will
this
head to the
H on
nearest
the
drop
ground.
zone if there are more in the mission area. Each drop will provide ammunition, repair kits, and fuel.
Okay. So I have active modules. So I pressed the 1 key. No, I didn't press the 1 key. I have pressed the 1 key.
Helicopter is on the way.
So there's
It
a
will
helicopter
reach near
coming
drop zone
somewhere.
shortly.
Don't mind the red clouds. There's nothing ominous about that. No siree, Bob. There's a helicopter. It's going to come. It's going to drop an ammo, a health, and a energy thing. After this mission, we'll show off some of the customization. Right now, it's very boring, and we're going to have to do even more boring things by the time this mission is over, and then we get to do some interesting things very quickly. Because the game kicks into gear at speed. Okay, so we got health kits, which repair our armor. We've got ammo, which I need for ammo. And we've got energy, which looks kind of like oil barrels or something. Maybe
Echo
giant
7, Echo 8,
batteries.
alert. Our drones show Russian tanks approaching the border. Move to intercept immediately.
So now I have to blow up
Copy
some
that,
Russians,
Command.
as you do.
Echo 7 on the move.
Why the hell would they do that?
Fortunately, they are very kindly marked on the
Fuck
map
if I
for
know.
us.
Let's go greet Ivan.
Don't get used to that. Again. So much changes here. Grossly excessive waste of howitzer cannons. So, tanks, they're durable. They shoot guns. There's even these ones with missiles, which are scary. Which is interesting. An interesting foreshadowing for what we're going to have to deal with later. That's going to be much more obnoxious. Oh, and helicopters. Pop, pop, pop. Where's the other one? Is it over here? So I can't just hop this hillock. I have to go around. Jake's here, but he's just gonna sit there, unfortunately. Jake's not as clever as he looks.
Echo 7, Echo 8, another wave incoming.
And now we get to do that again.
This shit is getting serious.
Also, Ethan is really edgy, so he says fuck a lot. You can tell he's got a really good vocabulary. I don't know who they hired to do Ethan's voice, but I'd give him a high five and be like, wow, bro, I heard your work on Mecha Knights Nightmare. Congratulations, and I'm so sorry.
There is better voice acting to come. And by better, I mean so much funnier / worse. Oops, I did not quite do that the way I wanted to. So if you look at the crosshair at the top third of the screen, at least that's how it feels. Come on, there we go. You can see after I shoot a lot it gets bigger. That means my accuracy is getting very badly degraded. Certain weapons have a lot more recoil than others, so these howitzers make that crosshair increase substantially. So one disadvantage to grabbing those, to having
What the fuck is happening?
What the fuck is happening? It's so
Alert.
bright.
Satellites are picking up strong
He's
heat
blinded by
signatures
the
across
light.
the border.
Revved up like a deuce.
We believe
Another
nuclear
runner in the night.
detonations in Russian territory.
Russia was nuked by us?
No, not that I know of. We must wait for new orders. Remain
That
in your
low
positions.
rumbling should go away eventually, I promise. Alright, so we completed a mission. We are just that good. Let's see, I got one of the Hanels, that's good. Some other components, some of which are good, some of which might as well not exist. Not all equipment is created equal, as we shall soon see. And this is deliberate in some ways and maybe not as deliberate in others, because some things are extremely good. Alright, so we are at the garage. I'm going to save real quick over one of my old files. Yes. So we have an upgrades menu. And in the upgrades menu, we have a bunch of different options. Whole lot of different options. We've got active module slots, we've got passive module slots, we've got ammo clips, armor, battery capacity, energy regeneration, leg servo motors for walk speed, booster speed, recoil calibration, weapon cooling, and weapon precision. Recoil calibration is that, expanding of the thingamajiggas. The crosshair weapon cooling is for cooling weapons faster. Weapon precision is presumably makes them go more where they're supposed to go. You can probably ignore it in all honesty. Booster speed, you boost faster. Walk speed, you walk faster. Energy regen, your energy regenerates faster. This is vitally important. We are going to be upgrading that quite soon. Energy capacity is, it is what it is. You get energy. More armor is good armor. But these top three are, like, deal breakers. You need these. Ammo clips is huge. Basically, each one of them adds 100% to your ammo total of your base ammo count. So if I've got a weapon that has, like, 10 bullets in it, hypothetically, getting +1 ammo clip is going to give me 20, +2 will give me 30, +3 40, +4 50. This is very good for our ammo economy, and that adjusts for every single weapon. So that's very good. Passive module slots and active module slots, we definitely want to get some more of those. Because there's not so many active module slots that are worthwhile, but there's a bunch of passive modules that are incredibly useful. I am unfortunately 100 short to get the Fussian generator technology, because they know how to spell fusion. Energy regen, I definitely want to start stacking into that, because that's really good. So now we go to the hangar, and here in the hangar we've got components. This is better than what we have. Ignore the percents on the side, they are not especially accurate. So the main thing isn't so much how we look, it's what we're improving. I don't actually know what targeting does. Radar range makes the mini-map cover more area, or the little radar thing cover more area. Lock-on limit improves lock-on missiles. That's going to be important for the few times that we're going to do that to ourselves. What do we got for torsos? Oh, this boosts our energy regen. Yes, please, and thank you. I am going to be very consistent. I'm going to be going for the highest energy regen I can, partly because... Oh, that's just worse. That's too bad. Partly because I like to be able to boost around and move quickly, and partly because there are some weapons later that are going to use energy as well as ammo. And we are going to want as much energy regen to compensate as we can. It uses more energy, has slightly higher booster speed, and somewhat more health. I'll go with it. And what do we got? We got more mass. Mass and load are worth keeping in mind, but aren't that big a deal. I, like, in my other save file, I have yet to exceed my maximum load. I suppose I could if I was very deliberate, but I haven't yet. This has slightly higher walk speed, so I'm going to go with that. It does have less health, but I'll manage. So as you can see, every time I changed a physical component, the physical appearance changed. This is good. This is a good setup. Oh, I have 2 Hanels. Nice. I forget which of them does what, though. Oh, it's this one, which is just straight up better. Yeah, we're gonna make that our left hand. And on our right hand, what do we got? We've got a shotgun. Shotguns are eh. You know, I might just stick with 2 bazookas. One's better than the other, but we'll live. For our right shoulder, oh, I have 2 missile launchers. Neato, Fran, Dito. For this, I will grab a lock-on missile launcher. I think I'm not a huge fan of how they work in this game. It feels that locking on takes too much time and effort to really be worth your while, and you wind up not killing as much as you'd think, or doing as much as you'd think. Now, psychologically, I should be in the mindset, oh, I'm going to fight a bunch of tanks, but having played this before, I know that is not what's going to happen. So I am not going to be mentally set to do that. I want left shoulder. What is our difference here? These hit harder. The amount of damage these do is in grave excess. Does it have more ammo? It has less ammo. I do want ammo though. Actually, for what we're doing here, I can afford to go dual lock-on missile launchers. Yeah. I'm gonna run out of ammo like it wasn't even there, but we'll be fine. Then you have, so you've got mech parts, you've got weapons. Now you have equipment, which are all passive pieces of equipment for the most part. So we're going to equip both of these. Do we have anything on the legs right now? We don't, so we're going to equip you. So I just gave myself a hefty boost to armor and some to my energy capacity. Now we have active modules. This right here, the CH-52 summon, which gives me the health and ammo and everything, and costs $50 every time you want to do it, which isn't going to be that big a deal. I'm going to keep that equipped just in case, because early game especially, it's very handy. So in our second slot, we got this night vision module. We're going to equip that. That's going to be useful. Sort of. Sort of useful. Here we go. No, that is... Is that energy capacity? No, that is energy capacity, not regen. Ew. I want energy regen. Give me regen. Oh. No, come on. That's energy capacity. That's energy regen. There we go. Okay, we want as much regen as we can, as I've intimated. What does this do? Increases my load and mass. There is presumably a relationship between load and I know if you... I've been told by the developer that if you go over your load, your performance suffers badly. You move much slower. But I've yet to determine if having extra low load or mass compared to your load, if that makes you move faster than you otherwise would. I don't think it does. But we don't care about that. We will go with cooling improvements. So I can see that being a thing. Now we have, like, the fashion portion. And for this, I'm just going to go with something bright and colorful so I can see my mech at all times. So we're bright, we can see ourselves, that's good. Now I'm going to make it absolutely awful to look at, because that's how we do here. Much better. And we can change the color of the lights as well. Not that we're going to see that much. It doesn't change the color of the thrusters, but it does change the lights on our head and whatnot. And on guns, there are some guns with lights. We'll make that a orange, I think. Okay. So that's horrible. There's a photo mode. You can change your background. Okay, maybe we can't change the background. You can change the pose, so you have a pose. Pose for the camera. Can't really zoom in and out for some reason, and I don't really know why. Seems like an oversight. Or can you change orientation? Okay. Oh, I definitely don't want him to be in that pose. That's going to make everything harder. We'll deal with that later. We're going to save again, and we're going to move on. By doing the campaign. We don't have any raids available. Those will come later. It is a bright mech. And one of the reasons why we're making it a bright mech is A, so we can see it. And B, because the rest of the game is basically brown and gray. And we are not going to have any part of that. We are going to be brightly colored. I think Mr. Ethan has no choice in the matter at this point. He is in the Suicide Squadron. He'll be fine. I don't want to click on this mission, but I am showing that there is, in fact, Ethan's diary, which we can read. Which just gives us all the text that he already read out. He won't ever read that out for us again. Unfortunately / fortunately. Here you can see mission name, mission description, mission date, supply drop zones, whether you can get these supplies from helicopters or not, night mission, whether it takes place at night or not, and then the drop tier of the items. There is tier 0, tier 1, and tier 2 at the moment. And each one is better than the last. So this one is a night mission, so equipping the night vision was a good idea. Lost Battalion, 5th April 2049. Nuclear detonations on Russian territory have shocked the world. Numerous incidents were reported along the border. A war looks inevitable. Communication with the 5th Mechanized Infantry Battalion was lost. Ethan and Jake are sent to confirm their status. And now we're gonna look at his diary! April 5th, 2049. It's 3 a.m. I can't sleep. Despite the skirmish with the Russians, an all-out war still hasn't broken out. Everyone is on edge. Nuclear missiles were detonated inside Russian territory this morning, wiping out 3 major cities. At first, we thought we were the ones who had turned to weapons of mass destruction, but both NATO and US leaders immediately went public, stating that no missiles had been launched from our side. We all know what could happen at any second now. We're all expecting screaming sirens at any moment. The words, nuclear war, are on everyone's lips, whispered silently in all corners of the base, as if the mere mention of it could set off Ragnarok. Get used to that word, you're gonna see it a lot. Right now, we can't do anything but wait. The tension is killing me. 6 a.m. The leaders of the Russian-China coalition just went public, reporting that a biological attack within Russia, allegedly led by terrorists from the West, forced them to contain the spread of some infectious disease with nuclear weapons. What the hell does that even mean? What kind of disease do you contain with nuclear weapons? They won't disclose what, how, or why, and with their electronic curtains shielding them from our satellites, no one can possibly know what's going on there. Several recon units came back from beyond the border, each of them giving conflicting reports, but no one seems to have a clear picture. One thing all of them have in common, though, is the word plague. They all mention it over and over. We've just got word that we're moving out to the border immediately. Contact was lost with one of our battalions. Maybe they should get, like, you know, a telephoto zoom lens. That would make the picture clearer. Alright. So moving on. So before each mission, there will be that long list of paragraphy stuff, which is fun. It really helps get you into our one-dimensional character's, main character's head. He does change a bit. Not a lot. It's not the worst writing in the world, but it's well, what you see is largely what you get.
Hello, Echo 7. Due to the Russians' electronic curtain, we've lost contact with the 5th Mechanized Infantry Battalion. They were holed up in a village about 1 click from your position. I need you to confirm their status. If comms are down and you need support, give us a flare and I'll send in the cavalry.
It's
Be advised, Echo 7,
cavalry.
retaliate only if fired upon. Do not engage the Russians unless they open fire on you.
Repeat after me, Jake. Cav.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Tension's high, huh?
Jake,
You heard the lady. Infantry needs our help. We're moving out. Take up a position on the hill to the east. I'll sweep around from the north.
Yep, got you covered, Ethan.
Jake, you know that, armored fast attack units are called cavalry, correct? Right, Jake? See, down here his name says Jake, so he says yes. I'll take his silence for an absolutely, Commander. You know how words are pronounced. See, a cavalry is actually a hill on which certain religious figures may or may not have in fact been crucified. It's very different than a bunch of dudes on horseback. This has been your grammar lesson from Fragath.
This is Echo 7. Hold on. We're almost there.
So as you can see by that radio chatter, things are going horribly wrong already. Oh, right, and I have night vision now. Yay, it's green! And yet I can't really see any better. You can also get additional external lights, which I have never used because there are so few night missions. But I am tempted to do so when I have the opportunity. So right now I've got dual homing rocket launchers, I've got dual bazookas, I've got... that's basically it. That's all I've got. We'll be fine. My main worry actually is ammo. And we'll see how we do. Ammo followed immediately by energy, because I am going to have to move around a bit this mission. Most missions you're going to have to move around a bit. There's no way to make a bigger map either, I don't think, right? Yeah, no. So these white dots are what I want to go for. I'm double checking if there's one back here. There is not. Alright, we are approaching our objective.
I got you. Move up.
So Jake's wherever Jake is. I don't...
Jesus, what the fuck happened here? Are you seeing this?
Ethan, we've got something incoming. From the north.
Hey, look, there's dudes on the ground. How
I
nice.
What is it? Jake!
I don't fucking know. But they're coming right for you. Get ready.
So there's things in the distance. And I'm turning off the night vision, so you can't see them. So they're godless abominations, as you can see, and we have to kill them all. So welcome to the actual game, people.
Holy, what in the hell are those things?
Oh.
They're not real. They can't be.
Fire! Open fire!
So we're just going to walk away from them slowly and shoot them a lot. These are not the only kinds of these horrible things that we are going to see. We are going to see many more.
Get the fuck out of
Here we have Captain Hook.
Our guys are still in there. We can't leave
Here
them
we have
behind.
scrawny people.
Set up the flare and cover me.
Yeah, that is where we're going with this. Exactly. We have Slender Girl. I don't know, they just look vaguely feminine to me, even though they have, like, eyes on their torso. And yes, every time they explode, not just because I'm using weapons that go boom, every time they die, they leave behind an impenetrable cloud, utterly opaque, of, squidgy bits. But hey, here's a graveyard. We're not going to desecrate it at the moment, because there's no benefit to doing so. Those are... wow, those actually hit. Cool. We like hittles here on Mecha Mondays. Don't worry, there's no jump scares or anything. Just, these horrible things. Stop. So enemies also drop loot. Sometimes ammo, sometimes health, sometimes item boxes. There's also these shooty enemies. They shoot. We don't like them, because nothing else is going to cause us problems like they do. Because everything else basically walks in a straight line at us, with one or two exceptions that I can't really think of off the top of my head. Shoot. I see health on the ground. I see ammo on the ground. I do not see... Oh, there we go. Very good. Every time you pick up an ammo pickup, it refills one full ammo clip, in quotes, worth. Oh shoot, I think I just blew up that man. Oops. Of ammo. Having to do that to paint multiple targets as opposed to shooting all the missiles at one and then the missiles vanish after they hit, which is, if it's overkill, it's overkill. It's kind of frustrating. So yeah, lots of this. So maximum edge. Doing its best to be like, I don't know, creepypasta or something. In terms of answers about anything about these creatures, pretty much nothing. We're not going to be told anything of real worthwhile value other than, where did they come from? Nobody knows. Anybody who does know, they're not telling.
It doesn't matter. Just kill them all.
It doesn't matter.
Just make sure I pick these up. I don't want squish. Oops. It's not completely dark, yes. I agree. It had to be this way. And you see, these guys are the fashion police, and I had to make myself visible to them in order... Like, otherwise, like, nothing would happen. Like, they just stand there. So, unless I'm doing, like, crimes against fashion, they won't attack me. Unfortunately, they also consider military camo, or really any color I decide to strap onto my giant robot, to be a crime against fashion. They're very picky and demanding. The blast radius on a lot of these weapons is relatively small, or the damage dealt in an area is not especially great. Like might be intense damage fall off or something, I don't know. So usually, if you hit like an enemy with a big high explosive weapon, everything around it will be fine. The enemy will die, but not all the enemies around him with frequency. And get used to this one song as well. You're going to hear it a lot. A lot. Oh god, so much. There's a different theme for the main menu, so there's that, right? But yeah, it's budget. It's a budget title. What would make the game phenomenal is having like some sort of cooperative multiplayer, but it does not have that. Oh my goodness, they're behind me. How did you get back there, sirs and ma'ams?
I can't believe we made it out of that. Man's going to shit themselves when they see the combat footage. I can barely believe in myself.
What the hell were those things? Someone better have an explanation for this shit.
Don't worry, Jake.
This is another level of end-of-the-world type shit we're dealing with now.
We got nothing. Nothing really noteworthy at all, unfortunately. Another active module. Oh, we got more lights. Yay! Got lights. So, this is ultimately about our battle against the fashion police. No, neither of those. I don't think we've got anything substantially new here. Oh, here we go. Reduces my energy cap, but I move faster. Look at some duplicates. I sort of wish it would auto-sell duplicates for you. But then again, at least for mech parts, for weapons you want at least 2 of everything, so you can fit one in either hand. Oh, we got a sniper rifle. Those are not useful at the moment, I regret to say. They will be later, but not now. Yes, these are all the same. Right. I'm going to switch to rocket launchers instead of homing launchers. I don't think I got any substantial new equipment. Let's see, that provides a bunch of health. Go with more cooling. Additional external light sources increases light range during night missions. Well, there are precious few of those. I might equip 1 or 2 of them for the chuckles later. We have night vision, so we don't really need it. That's for low, that's for that. That is for cooling. Okay. Alrighty. Moving right along to the gates of Tbilisi. Horrific creatures of unknown origin are flooding out of Russian territory, killing and devouring everything in their path. Ethan's unit is sent to reinforce and defend Tbilisi, Georgia. It's right next to Atlanta.
April 7th, 2049. A day I'll remember for the rest of my life. We finally got our answers and found out what the Coalition was so desperately trying to contain within their borders. A horror so unimaginable that it must have come from another world. Vile creatures and dreadful abominations of death and carnage suddenly charged us like rabid animals. An unstoppable wave of blood, guts, and mangled corpses.
Yes, there's a lot of that.
It seemed like the gates of hell themselves had opened up, releasing their minions and demons upon us. Jake and I barely made it out alive. Even as I'm writing this, I'm having trouble understanding if what I saw was real. I'm not sure I trust myself or my brain anymore. The situation at the base is all sorts of fucked up. Morale is low and spirits are broken. Everybody seems shell-shocked. Nobody can process what they've seen. What could have prepared anyone for this? During the debriefing, we were told that a guy from one of the other companies went mad and killed himself. Suicide has never crossed my mind. If this is my time to die, I won't take it the easy way out. I'll go out fighting.
That is killing my throat.
The higher-ups are unsure of how to proceed. No one knows how to deal with this new kind of enemy. Everyone is scrambling to come up with a viable strategy. With the electronic curtain down, we are picking up sporadic Russian chatter left and right. Word on the wires that the monsters are moving south toward Tbilisi and Baku. NATO forces are planning to shore up their defenses in the area.
We'll have to hold back the enemy for as long as we can, hoping that reinforcements will arrive before we are overrun. I hate waiting like this. I'm getting restless. My heart is pounding. Fingers are itching. I'm just waiting for the order to move out. Whatever comes next can't be good. Starting. He's rather long-winded in his diary. Considering what comes later, I really don't know how he has time. Okay, thank you.
Retreat! Retreat!
Echo 7, we are short on time, so I'll make this quick. The NATO forces around the city are
So I
currently
do
engaged
actually
on
want to
multiple
pop into the
fronts,
city
taking
and
heavy
not
losses.
run that man
We
over,
cannot,
but
I
pick
say
up the
again,
item
we
over
cannot
here.
lose this city. It is absolutely crucial if we want to maintain our foothold in the region. The upper echelon is directing reinforcement to you as we speak. I need you to hold off the enemy until backup arrives.
Mostly the enemy ignores your allies,
Copy,
except
Command.
when they
You can
don't.
count on us.
Those red shits are already here. Let's do this.
Once more into the fray.
This is fucking crazy. Get some help up here.
This is Echo 7. We are inbound on your position.
No! No! Get away from me, you shit! No!
He'll be fine. Latrine duty is hard, I know. Also, we fight big ones now. Bigger ones, anyway. The game is pretty consistent about introducing new enemies. Not quite every mission, but close to it.
We have another wave rolling in.
Those fuckers are trying to swarm us.
Oh, thank you, whoever shot that.
I can't keep it up.
There is some degree of friendly fire from all sides, but I'm not really sure what those values are. Ooh, that did not kill him with one rocket. All right. Noted. With these cluster munitions and such, usually whatever one, like, you shoot a wall of them at an enemy,
It's another wave.
they are not eaten
Roger.
by
Engage,
the one
engage.
enemy if they die.
Men are running from the back.
So you can sort of, like,
Don't
unload
think, just shoot. Keep shooting.
and viably kill all the enemies behind him, assuming the projectiles hit them, which is a big if. It's almost impossible to tell that that's going on because the giant cloud of red stuff makes it pretty much impossible to see. Also, like with these spread out munitions, you can't really tell where they're going. Anyway, they're very, very wide, so you won't see it a lot here, but it'll become very apparent with one or two other weapons that we'll get later with any luck.
Bradley's down. We lost the IFV.
Get used to that line, you're going to hear it a lot for the next couple of missions. Don't you run from me. Not abandoning the front line, you're abandoning the front line. You can also see the dramatic impact my allies are having on the flow of the battle, which is to say exactly none.
Calm down. We can do it.
Jake will be fine. I believe in Jake. more of them, yes. Captain Hook's just keeping an eye on that dude. I don't know why. He's got his business, I've got mine. Please end. So the reason you don't want to just like dump ammo in a general direction is because your accuracy is indeed important. You will miss with most of them. Alright, now I am reduced to just my shoulders. This is fine. There is not component-based damage. If an enemy shot hits you, it hits you. And you take damage out of your health pool. I'm in a little bit of trouble. Let's grab ammo here. That's right, run right into it. That's fine.
The mech is taking too much damage. I need repairs.
It is, but I need actual repairs to do that.
That was a close one. Get ready for the next wave!
I'm on it.
Is there health back here? Yes, there is. Excellent. Let's do that. Let's get that other health while we're at it. Oh yeah, there's a big one. I need to take care of that. Ouch. So we can get that right now. Good, they sent aircraft over. That's kind of... the mission's also like ending before the last enemy is killed, which really throws me off. I always think, oh, I've got time to pick up loot. You really don't.
Thanks for covering our asses, Echo 7.
Echo 7, this is Command. Reinforcements are inbound on your position.
Roger that, Command. The situation is all green here.
Good job, Echo 7. Though we don't have time for formalities. I need you to move to the city of Baku immediately. The situation is getting critical. I have an airlift on the way to your location. Do you copy?
Copy that, Command. Echo 7 moving out.
What did you say before? Once more into the fray?
Sure thing, Jake. Believe me, you'll know the moment when Jake has clearly made a terrible mistake, a critical error in judgment. You will know. It'll be very obvious. Oh, you'll know, alright. Let's get that energy regen up right now, just so I have a little bit of extra juice. Mech parts. There were new components right there, yes. No. No, no. I can sell some of these, though. I can actually sell those too while I'm at it, because I've got a set equipped for right now. Baton, no. Legs. Nope. Weapons. What do we got? I've got a kid. I kind of want that. Actually, I'll do the auto shutty quick. And for my shoulders, I'm absolutely changing what I have there. These are not working for me. So switch to the Hallwitzer. And right around now is when these homing missiles start really losing their general effectiveness. Equipment, did I get something worthy of note here earlier? Battery, yeah. Oh yes, I got ammo. So these MLAC-01 ammo equipment pieces will increase my ammo magazine total by adding on 100% of my base ammo capacity. Very, very, very good. I like them quite a bit. Alright, we are going to save. Our arsenal doesn't really start having major improvements until we get to tier 1, which is for a little while yet. We do have a raid. Raids are simple, straightforward, horde mode affairs. I'll do one real quick, a couple waves of it. Basically survive as long as you can. Anything you pick up, so long as you can get to extraction. When you summon it, you get to keep. If you die, you lose everything that you had picked up during the mission, which sucks, but them's the breaks.
Will keep getting stronger, but as that happens, you might find better items. Call for an extraction when you've had enough. Don't miss the extraction point though, as it will be on cooldown for a few minutes if you do.
Understood.
I don't remember what the actual time frame is to resummon extraction. It is quite a while because he doesn't hang around an especially long time. I'm not going to flood it deliberately so you can see that if I can help it. Wow, that is firing very slowly and doing no damage to that man. I should have stuck with the bazooka. I can see why I've not used these shotguns before. So right now, one piece of my armament is basically doing me no good at all, which is very not good. Double plus ungood. Loot good. Oh, they're right next to me. So we get the introduction of the shrimp. There are shrimps. They do shrimp things for shrimp reasons. They're small, they're fast, they're annoying. They can later take surprisingly large amounts of fire to kill. And there's a slightly larger variant as well that makes things even more questionable. Just gonna pick up this loot here. there was something I could do to make explosions less opaque, believe you me, I would have done it. I would do just about anything. I've got, what, 3 items? So raids are a good way to just farm for different equipment. They are also fairly good for gaining a reasonable amount of money in a pinch. If you want to get like an extra upgrade along the way, so I'm going to go to like wave 5 and then call it. They also have little mini bosses during these, which run the gamut of being total bullet sponges that you just kind of back away from, to being total bullet sponges that will kill you to death very badly if you like don't look at them for 2 seconds. Hopefully we won't face any of the latter. This is not good. Get away. Unfortunately, these are all shooty variants. That is... Oh, I have no ammo there. Great. Great. So lots of splat. I think it's like 20 bucks on Steam for any mecha enthusiasts that want in. It feels very much like the budget game that it is, which is in keeping with the developer makes no bones in like the game description of saying, I like Armored Core, I like EDF, and I wanted to make a game that was like both of those. He did it, for better or for worse. It's fun enough if you like blowing things up and making them go splat and having reasonably good mecha customization, which I am always fond of. So think Mass Builder if it was extremely edgy and with less physical customization. And, you know, no melee combat at all. Oh my gosh, they're behind me, let me go this way. Okay. There's something back there, but I can funnel them through here. Oh, there's a big one in the background. Okay, less good.
Echo 7, this is Ken. An anomaly is headed your way. Call for an extraction if it's too hot.
So whenever they say
Understood.
anomaly, they mean it's a bossy thing. We can fortunately see them. On the mini-map, they appear as a very large circle, and they'll have the red exclamation mark. This is not one of the easy ones, unfortunately. It's one of the ones that shoots at me. A lot. So that is less good, because those will kill me. Okay, I think I blew up one of the loot drops. Somehow. And you can't really save them for last, because they do have an absolutely monstrous amount of health. And they will cause you a great deal of difficulty and consternation. And the next wave will spawn in, because it doesn't wait till everybody's dead, in case like an enemy gets stuck or something on the terrain. I believe was the answer that I got. So I just have to circle around him a lot. Ow. like that, yeah. So I didn't want to actually kill all of them. There we go. And he dropped nothing, which is not really a surprise. Okay, so we're gonna make like a tree and get out of here. We got a fair amount of cash and a bunch of item drops.
Go to the extraction point immediately.
I think the extraction is over here, unless it's random, in which case I am going to have to make quite a hike. Ah, it's random and I've got to make quite a hike. And I'm going to run out of energy before I get there. And you do have to be quick about it too, because it will leave without you. Then you're stuck waiting. There we go. And we got crap-ish. I don't know. Very crap. Oh wait, no, the 4X machine guns are okay, I think. And otherwise, not a whole lot worth writing home for, unfortunately. Not surprising. We're still in Tier 0. I don't remember what the next mission is. I think it's one of the city ones, and those are kind of tricky. I'm going to save real quick to make sure that all gets kept. Dum. Some arms, right? Nope. We do want some recoil management. That's going to make our life a little easier. We don't care very much about lock-on limits for missiles. It doesn't do us a heck of a lot of good because we are going to try and avoid using missiles if we can. Oh, I'm actually pretty close to my load total, or load cap. I have equipment I can do to adjust that. Are these all the same? Yes, they are. I'm going to sell all but 2. I'm going to equip you. These are not very good, but they are okay in a pinch. We're definitely changing that to literally any other weapon. Let's try the cannon. Why not? Cannon go boom. We like boom. Yeah, we'll be fine. What I'm hoping for are there are auto-targeting turrets that you can put on your shoulders, which can be very handy. These vertical launch missiles are also quite good. I will try the burst machine gun first. The one time I used it a long time ago, I was not thrilled. We'll see if my opinion has changed. What about the paint menu? We have already painted. Hell, in Baku. The situation becomes even grimmer with each engagement. NATO forces are retreating and regrouping to better contend with the enemy. Echo team is rapidly deployed to Baku, Azerbaijan, to hold out the enemy, while troops, civilians, and military are being evacuated from the city. Also, as you can see, the baddie patch grows bigger, and it will grow quite large by the end. April 8th, 2049. We face these things again, but this time we succeeded. Tbilisi still stands, but for how long? Tbilisi, whatever. Nobody knows. What matters is that we made a difference. I'm proud of us all. We're being redeployed post-haste to Baku, eastward. The forces there are under siege and not expected to survive long without our help. We're going in as part of an evac team. The few civilians still standing will be left to fend for themselves. It's a tough decision to make, but right now, everyone not holding a weapon is a secondary priority. The world is trembling in fear. The media makes sure everyone in the world knows that the apocalypse is upon us. Mutants, aliens, demons, monsters, all these words are circulating globally over and over in every news outlet. We don't know what they are, but on the front lines we call them Reds. Because they come from Russia. I guess. I don't know. Full-scale conscription is already taking place across the world, with nations ratifying agreements to increase arms spending by billions each day. Everyone is expecting the worst. Couldn't tell you what those things out there are, but I do know they want to kill me and everyone around, and they won't ever stop. They don't communicate, at least in any way we can detect, so they can't be reasoned with. We don't know if they feel fear or pity or hate. They are the embodiment of raging, relentless violence. Baku awaits. We're moving out. I'm not reading that whole thing in his voice. Jeez, I'll like shred my entire vocal cord. All 2 of them. Okay, yes, this is one of our city missions. These are not as easy as they seem. You'd think, oh, they're funneled. Well,
Command, this is Echo 7.
yes.
We're approaching the front
But
line.
also,
What's the situation?
Understood, Echo 7. The NATO battle group Parmenion is crumbling as we speak. Their lines are getting overrun and they are in full retreat. I need you to cover them and make sure that everyone gets out safe.
Roger, Command. Echo 7 out.
Thank God. Mechs are here.
We're here. We're here to stop these fuckers.
Jesus.
I don't think
This
they
place
do
is a mess.
any activities like
Looks
that.
like they got hit a lot harder than us.
I'm just going around collecting the white dots. I think many of them are following me now, as opposed to going after all the tanks, the juicy tanks. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's okay. So we have a shoulder-mounted gun and go shoot. It's not very good at its job. It does not do a lot of damage. It does not do a lot of anything other than go rat-a-tat-tat. We will get a better... many things that are better than this.
They got it.
Shit, Bradley's gone. They got it. Special props to the Bradley line guy, who just sounds so enthusiastic about deceased Bradleys.
Shit. Bradley's gone. They got it.
It's so enthusiastic. He's like, it's Wednesday. What else is new?
Stand your ground, soldier. For fucking sake, there are still civilians in the city.
Oh, they're all dead. If they all die here, I think it's okay. There are later missions where you are judged, or rather, you will fail if they all die. That is not this mission, though. So yeah, this thing is, all in all, more ineffective than that shotgun, so that's good. Doesn't mean we won't use it. Unfortunately, there's tons of the shooting types around, and I am taking quite a lot of damage as a result. Oh, there's one. Ah, shoot. There's also minimum and maximum effective ranges,
The mech is all busted up.
where some weapons will do less damage at range than others, or than they otherwise would if you were close. And some of them are very short indeed. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so there's a big stream of them, and I need health. Badly. That's how you know I need health. There's some right here. Won't heal me to full, but it'll do a big chunk. About 2,000 health, I think, yeah.
The Bradley's gone. They got it.
You can't really stagger lock enemies like you can in the EDF titles. They won't stagger. Ow, no, don't get stuck. Okay, bro.
Here they come. Don't
Ah,
let any of them
no.
get through. Secure the retreat.
Copy that.
Don't get stuck like this,
We need
please.
reinforcements.
I'm in a really bad spot. Oh, there's health here. We're okay. The other problem with machine guns is they make your recoil effect grow dramatically. So if you want to get precise hits on things after you're shooting a machine gun, good luck. You'll need it. Come on. You also see things like the projectiles whizzing by an enemy that's at point blank ranges, because it's like not propagating until the end of the muzzle, and it's not correcting to hit the enemy. Which is fine once you know that that's what's going on, but kind of obnoxious until you do. Just means you have to keep your distance. Oh, this is not so good. Oh, good, we've got ammo. Excellent, that's what I wanted. What we got here? You're dead. You're just firing on the jet. Wow, okay, that worked. Golly. This is fine. We are nearing the end of the mission, I think. The first time I did this mission, I got cornered really badly and died for my efforts, so I'm playing it much more cautiously in terms of where I'm located. On the plus side, we've got quite a lot of item drops, which is very nice. Whoops. dash move, thank you. That's not good. Like, you can see enemies do a stagger animation, but it doesn't interrupt their actual actions whatsoever. Like, they'll shoot while doing it, no problem, or thwack at you, or whatever. It's quite frustrating. It's one of the complaints I had about Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, is staggering enemies was incredibly hard, and it was in conditions where staggering them would have been fantastic. Very, very tight, very large enemies, a few other things. Whereas most of the mainline EDF titles, staggering is a huge part of the metagame, and survival is a large amount of your weapon decisions aren't necessarily based on ability to kill. That is a big part of it. But ability to keep an enemy locked down in such a way that it isn't killing you. Because that's a game where the odds are always stacked against you.
The Bradley's gone.
It's okay. The Bradley will be fine.
Command, most of my men are dead. We can't hold this position.
Boom.
Ethan, look at the size of that horde. We can't do anything about that. They'll kill us.
They'll kill
Command,
us.
this is Echo 7. The situation is...
Understood, Echo 7.
So yeah,
Get ready to
lots of
retreat.
drops.
Bombers will
I don't
drop
even know what that
thermal barrage
Merlin
bombs on enemy
is. What
positions.
is that?
Roger that. Echo 7 is retreating.
Anything else of...
Bombers are
We
inbound.
got
Keep your
another
heads down.
energy regeneration component, which is excellent. We got another 2 of the mediocre Hanel, but they're both better than what I've been using, so joke's on me. That's about it for obvious noteworthies. This Astana HV-01B I think is a weapon cooling module, and that's kind of... it's okay, I guess. Right now I'm not using any Gatling guns, and those overheat like you wouldn't believe. They just... and then it's like, okay, I'm just going to sit here for a day waiting for it to cool down. Save real quick. I should have an upgrade that I can snag. I do. I will go with... oh, I don't know. Passive module slots. And I'll get a couple fusion generator upgrades. One fusion generator upgrade. No. That's empty cat, not regen. Dude, that's the same as what I have, so I can sell you. Arms are in. What have we got? That is the same thing. Right? Legs. I think these are all identical, yeah. Weapons. And here I have some more stuff I can sell. Cha-cha-cha. I can sell all the 2 of you. Keep you. Definitely not making that mistake again. There's no reason not to double up other than just build variety, but I am going to go with one of these vertical launchers because they can be rather interesting and can be decent at crowd control when they work the way they're intended to work, which is most of the time. And it's the same right hand. These are different. Oh, these are the ones that shoot a single projectile. Do a lot more damage per. Is their explosive radius larger? No, it it is smaller. We will keep what we have. That should be fine. Oh, right, I wanted to check my equipment, because I got... wherever you are. Yeah, there we go. Now we have better energy regen and a better energy cap, which is spectacular. I thought I had one already, but evidently I didn't. Get another upgrade to our NRG. Which one is this? Is this the other city one? Camo breakthrough. NATO forces try to delay the enemy. While Ethan helps friendly forces besiege near Camo in Armenia with backup from the air. April 12th, 2049. Baku. I struggle to find words that can accurately describe the sacrifices that were made today. We helped evacuate the military forces, but the losses we took were overwhelming. If Jake didn't have my back, I might not have made it out of there either. While we were fortunate enough to get out, the sight of our aircraft dropping thermobaric bombs on a city that wasn't fully evacuated will forever haunt me. I saw families trapped within their houses, unable to fight back or escape, burned alive, along with the Reds. He's such a beacon of sunshine, this one, isn't he? Although this might not be like any kind of war we've fought before, I don't know if we'll ever be able to justify such sacrifices once this is all over. Fortunately, I'm not the one who has to make these decisions. Thousands to save millions is not the kind of math I want to work out. I'm surprised I don't think he would have difficulty with that. He knows that basic addition. Right now, we're still on actually, that would be division, wouldn't it? Right now, we're still on a downward spiral. Everything is getting worse. NATO forces are stretched thinner and thinner every day to hold the swarm of Reds back. Never mind making inroads or taking back lost ground. A conference was held in Paris earlier today. The newly allied NATO and coalition nations have created a plan to stop the enemy from moving west, with the first step being referenced as Operation Blinding Light. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Mech units will be working as decoys, distracting and slowing down the Reds, so the air forces can be in place to carpet bomb the swarm into oblivion. Currently, 150,000 NATO soldiers have lost their lives, and 12 million civilians are either dead or missing. 12 million. In just 8 days. Never in human history have we suffered such immense losses in such a short period. It's incomprehensible. What's even worse is that the same journalists and media streams are reporting that the numbers are pure speculation and only account for just a fraction of the actual civilian losses. From what I've seen, this wouldn't surprise me. Central and South American nations all want to help, and they're sending 250,000 troops to Europe. A godsend. Right now, we need all the help we can get, so things are grim. As you can hear. Oh no, it's this one. I don't remember this mission at all. Okay.
Echo 7, abandon your current assignment and redeploy to Sector Bravo. New intel indicates that the swarm has deviated from its expected course. The 5th Mecha Knights needs your help immediately. Echo 8 is engaged with the enemy on another front. I'm sending in Lieutenant Mia Ryan to act as your temporary
Oh, here we
wingman.
go.
She will be
I do know
designated
this
Ghost
mission.
2.
Lieutenant Ryan, huh? I remember her from the academy. Excellent shot. Top of our class, actually.
Indeed. I'm happy to let you know her skills haven't deteriorated. Move out, Echo 7. On the double.
Copy that, Command. Echo 7 moving out.
So here we have vertical launch missiles, which can be quite effective if the enemy moves forward as you generally expect them to. Sometimes they do not do what you think they're going to do, and they wind up wasting missiles quite a bit. Fortunately, this is not the case here.
This is the USS Langley. We have several Panthers on station, ready to deliver some heavy air support.
Oh, it's just a big kitty.
Once called, they will fly over your position and attack the enemy. Out.
there's some item over there. Where are they? So those red orbs are where it's going to land. They're handy. I like them, but there's a substantial delay between when you shoot them and when they hit. So sometimes they are not all they're cracked up to be. But often they have quite high power and quite a large blast radius, so they do wind up putting in some substantial work. Unfortunately, I've taken a ton of hits. Where are you? Yo, dude. So the weapon I'm really waiting for is a weapon called the Isis. I don't believe I get it until I hit Tier 1 equipment, which is soon. And it is just magnificent. It does everything well. It has stats that completely lie about the effectiveness of the weapon. The stats make it seem like, oh, it's probably alright, but not anything to write home about. It is very much something to write home about and invite to Thanksgiving dinner. It is a lifesaver. It puts in more work than most of the weapons I've gotten at higher tiers. It is very nice. This delicious cluster grenade launcher that can hit from like a mile away if you aim it properly, and do an unbelievably large amount of damage as a result of its clustering nature, which it does not claim that it does in the description. I'm going around the long way because there's stuff over here. And I don't want to set off the mission beginning dialogue, because then I'll be pressured.
I don't want no pressure.
And I am burning fuel at a not yet exorbitant rate. Fortunately, there should be health over that way at the objective marker. Fair warning to everyone who has really liked the voice acting so far, you are about to get an amazing treat. And in fact, to that end, I'm going to tweak the sound levels just a smidge. That's not quite what I wanted to tweak, but we'll go with it. Mia is... whoo! She's a character. You'll see what I mean in a minute. For better, for worse, Mia is a character. Oh, yes. Actually, I have fairly respectable energy regen. It's not great, but it is adequate. I thought there was an item over here. Am I misremembering? It'll be the last time. If so. Yeah, the fact that the aim cursor is so high throws me off pretty badly as well when shooting at enemies. Oh, there's one over here. Okay. Alright, and I think there's... Oh, there's another item over here. Okay. Okay.
Well, hello there. About time my white knight in shining armor showed up. I could use a hand here if you aren't too busy.
I can always find time for you, Lieutenant. Where do you need me?
Get rid of these red bastards first. Then we'll take it from there.
You bet. I'm on it.
Oops.
Weapons hot.
So this is also a mission that introduces the concept of additional supporting weaponry. So if I hold tab, I will summon air support, and they can do 10 runs of it. I think these like auto-target. There are others that do not auto-target. You have to be kind of careful on how you use them. Yeah, there we go. They're just bombarding everything. Which is good. We like that.
How the hell did you get so good at shooting?
Don't you know the old saying?
What?
Guns are a girl's best friend.
Oh yeah. She is that character.
Here comes another wave. Get ready to squash these pests.
We also see basically zero evidence of her purported excellent accuracy because she doesn't move. Oh no, she is shooting. I lied. She is actually taking aim. Good for her, I guess. Take out this big crabby looking thing. There are two of them and they do hurt and they are ranged units and they scare me. They make me nervous. They're not too bad. There are other units which I dread far more.
Come on, we're taking casualties. One fourth of our
Boop,
forces
boop,
are
boop,
gone.
boop, 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 and it's still alive. It took like no damage from that for some reason, and I don't like it. There we go.
Fucking hell! They got one of our tanks!
Good shot. Almost as good as me.
With things that shoot a bunch of explosive submunitions absolutely everywhere, yeah, you better hope I'm hitting something. I didn't want to do that. Those hurt me incidentally? No, they do not. Good. Rejoice. Oh, you're still kicking. Don't do that.
They're everywhere! Oh, we can't hold them! Retreat!
I don't think they
Stand
want to
your
be
ground,
held.
soldier. If we don't hold this line, you won't have anywhere to retreat to.
This is Echo 7. Commence bombing run at designated target.
Understood. Commencing bomb run.
That sound like somebody farting into a tuba or a trombone is one of the stock monster noises that they have.
Do aim
That
to
bombing run did
please.
nothing.
Pun intended.
I aim to please.
One of Abrams is destroyed.
Fucking hell! They got the Bradley!
They got the Bradley. Let's go. Boom, bippity, boom, bippity, boom, bippity, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Wow, that really worked. Gosh, okay. Anything else over there? I'm gonna let them get a little closer in and then call in the bombs. Right about now is probably fine.
Requesting bombing run. On my mark.
Solid copy. Panthers inbound.
Anytime you want to go blow some stuff up, guys, that'd be cool.
What kind of sick jump is this?
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Shit! They took out the Abrams!
Echo 7, this is command. The mobilizing Allied forces are meeting heavy resistance. ETA has been delayed. Keep the enemy occupied. Do not let them disengage.
Copy that, Command. We'll give them all we got.
At least one good news today.
They got one of the Bradleys! Command, most of my men are dead. We can't hold this position.
Oops, I didn't want to run that man over. I don't even know if the infantry shoot anything. I think they're just there. Which is fine, I guess.
This is Echo 7. I need air support immediately.
Roger that. Keep your head down.
Oh no, I wanted that. You betrayed me for the last time. So there's a lot of this. We do go to some more varied locales. We do go to a port at one point. One of my favorite missions as well is a mission in which we go into this underground facility. It's quite well handled in my opinion. Boom, 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 boom.
Here are more of them.
Echo 7, be advised that
Oh,
radar
energy.
and satellite units report abnormal readings from your area. Unidentified signatures are heading directly
Oh, here
towards
we
your
go.
position.
Unidentified signatures?
So,
What the fuck is that thing?
Ethan, are you seeing this?
I see it. Brace yourself.
saw those things flying overhead. Those are missiles. So here we have nose goes.
Man,
Looks like a
that thing's
giant
on
nose.
your head.
You gotta be shitting me. What is that?
And they shoot missiles that approach from the sky,
It's impossible.
and they're quite aggravating.
Let the researchers worry about that. You just worry about blowing into fucking pieces for now.
Why are they fucking pieces? They could just be pieces, you know?
Just nuke these things in this nightmare once and for all!
Ugh. Ugh.
Bradley is down! We've lost the IMV!
I see it. Brace
Command,
yourself.
this
is
can't
Echo
be
7.
good.
We have encountered a new type of enemy. It fires what seems to be highly advanced guided ballistics. Please advise on the course of action. Over.
Copy that, Echo 7. We're getting similar reports from other areas. Objective remains the same. Keep drawing attention to yourself. Confirm. Over.
This is Echo 7. Acknowledge command. Holding position. Out.
Are you kidding me? These things are evolving?
They ask him to confirm
You
a
think
lot.
These things are capable of that?
I don't know what to think anymore. This is Echo 7. I need heavy ordnance on my designation. How copy?
Solid copy. Air support incoming.
Oh, we got a lot of cash that time,
Echo
though. That's
7,
good.
this is command. Nearby forces regrouped and are ready to support you. Change position to Sector Charlie immediately. Ghost 2, Echo 7, outstanding work. Command out.
You heard the lady. We're done here.
Aren't we proud of ourselves? I'm proud of ourselves. Let's be proud. Alright, you old save time boogie. Dum-de-dum. Let's see, we can get our last passive module slot. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm not going to worry about active slots at the moment. I am going to worry about getting more ammo clips, though. We are starting to get Tier 1 components. Which are, as a rule, significantly better than the Tier 2 components. That is not universally the case. This next one I want to say is in a city again, so using the vertical missile launch missiles is not a brilliant idea, unfortunately. They aren't super effective there because they get caught on buildings trying to come down. Enemies are funneled nicely, but with a howitzer instead. Doubling down on boom time. What do we got for machine guns? I think I saw a Gatling gun in here. Yeah. These are the same as these, I think. Yeah. So we did get a Gatling gun. Ooh. I'm gonna equip that. Because Gatling gun go brrr, as they say. Yeah. Get any new equipment? I'm not sure. Oh, we don't need both of you. Oh, we've actually gotten some really good active modules. So I'm going to equip this repair kit. These repair kits are great. They repair your health. And then they have a massive cooldown. We don't need to worry about booster speed, I don't think. I'll keep a second one, why not? Passive modules, I don't think... Oh, right, I forgot about this. So we're going to equip you. What do? You increase our booster speed. Do like that. And what are the other things we've got here? We've got cooling, we've got energy regen, we've got booster speed. We've got HP boost, energy cap boost, load. I'll go with energy cap. I meant to check equipment, did I do that? Yeah, I did. Oh no, this is the one where I have to. Okay, my loadout is fine. This one's cute if it's the one I'm thinking of. A newly behind enemy lines, a newly identified enemy codenamed Tormentors, because they have a big nose. What? Is wreaking havoc within NATO forces. Ethan is dispatched on a dangerous mission. Oh, here we go again. April 15th, 2049. It's been 4 years since the last time I saw you, and now, out of all the places in the world, this is where you show up again, in the middle of hell on Earth? Mia Ryan, #1 at the Academy, the only one ahead of me. Soul Taker and Heartbreaker. Back then, she was a cute, self-confident girl with an immense passion for piloting, and without a doubt, the best shot I've ever seen in the field. We were close back then, but we were forced apart when we were deployed to 2 different parts of the world. I've always wondered what she could have been. If something has changed in the past 2 years, though, she seems different now, although she is that daring. She still has that daring look in her eyes. We fought hard and managed to trip up the Reds around Camo.
It's great to have her back. Her presence makes me feel better. It reminds me that not long ago, there was more to this world than the shit happening now. I would love to spend some time with her. However, Neve has other plans for me. I've been selected for a solo operation behind enemy lines. Strange that I get to see Mia again right before Neve throws me to the wolves. Seems like fate isn't without a sense of irony. It would be a suicide mission for most, but Neve thinks I can handle it. Let's hope I can hold on my side of the bargain, and maybe I'll get to see Mia again.
This one's cute. Kinda tricky. If I remember. Yeah, this is definitely it. Boopy! Well, it's a good thing it's not running on Windows. Hey!
Heads up, Echo 7. This mission is of crucial importance to our boys on the ground. The newly identified enemy, Type E, are bombarding our lines with heavy projectiles. I need you to strafe through the enemy lines and eliminate all Type E artillery in the area.
How many are we talking about?
So, Gatling guns.
Current intel suggests be advised, Echo 7.
If, you know,
the
you
area
want to
is
hit them,
swarming
that's
with
good too.
hostile forces.
So you can
Satellite
see
images
my
show
accuracy.
overwhelming numbers in
Well,
this region.
they're talking.
Prioritize the Type Bs and get to the extraction zone. Do not, I say again, do not try to engage all forces in the area. Eliminate the objectives and infiltrate the area. How copy?
Solid copy, Command. Echo 7 moving out.
They do ask him to copy, which just goes to show that if you're going to become a mech pilot, you're going to have to learn how to use a fax machine or a Xerox. Oh, here we go.
What the fuck?
Our official introduction to shrimps.
Command, I've encountered a new type of enemy. It's extremely fast, running on 4 legs.
Copy, Echo 7. Get the footage back here and we'll pass it on to the scientists. For now, keep your focus on the objective.
Copy that, Command.
So these red crosshairs are where I need to be going. So we're going to go there, because they'll start shooting at me in a moment if I am not careful. And I'm not. So as you can see, Gatling gun go etc. and so on and so forth. They also overheat and make your accuracy bloom something fierce. But they have quite a lot of ammo. They have reasonable fire rate and fairly good damage for all that. What you can't really hear too easily is there's a warning missile lock-on noise that goes bleep, 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 but you basically can't hear it. It blends into absolutely everything else. Take out this next group here. With any luck, soon though, now that we're in the tier 1s, we should be getting a weapon that kind of puts the Gatling gun to shame. Any of the Gatling guns to shame. No, you don't. Pick up this energy so I can scooch on over to where these things are. Where's it heading? There's also this entire swarm of enemies heading in a single file line towards me.
Command, this is Echo 7. All Titans have been neutralized.
Confirmed. Move to the designated extraction zone immediately. Current satellite images show swarms of enemies converging on your position.
Roger that, Command.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't want to tangle with those. So we are going to just get the heck out of here.
Good job, Echo 7.
Ta-da!
You proved your worth once again.
Some new heads. That's about it. Everything else is... Well, I got another copy of the Gatling gun, which is good. Items you'll get repeat clones of. Very much like EDF. EDF 1 through 4, at any rate. Or you can get multiples of a weapon, although in this case you can actually have two of them at once, so it's not a complete waste. And then you can sell them for a tiny amount of money that you can put towards upgrades. No, I don't have enough for that. Let me see if there's anything I can sell. Do get some new noggins, though. Do want that. Radar range is good. Lock on limit we don't care about too much. Lock on time we don't care about too much. Targeting we kind of care about. Good with that. Although that has a bunch of reduced energy regen, so I don't know about all that. So I am not, in fact, going to change anything. Anything new and improved here? No. 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 Weapons. Sniper rifles are... They do a lot of damage per bullet, but they only shoot the one, and then they've got moderate, like, middling ammo counts. Very high effective range, but because they don't shoot multiple projectiles, they, you know, they just hit the one enemy that they hit, and that's it. So they don't, like, go through enemies or anything. If they did, they'd be phenomenal. But as it is, there are some missions where you fight enough big enemies to justify it, but otherwise you're using all your other weapons. So you kind of want volume of fire if you can get it, which is pretty much what I'm going for here. New equipment worth noting? Does not look like it. could get more ammo, I guess. Cooling versus... I'll go with the ammo instead of cooling. Ah, no, I'll keep the cooling. I'll get rid of the energy cat. Switch it to ammo. Because Gatling guns are pretty ammo hungry. I thought I upgraded my active slots to have another one. Did I or did I not? I should have an additional 2 upgrade slots. What's going on? Oh, I have 2. Okay. Not upgrades. Okay. And this is an ammo refiller. Those are pretty nice. So we'll equip that boy. Passives I should be aware of. No. Alright, I've got time for another one. Oh yes, the other city mission. This one's kinda cute too. Has some tricky bits, but it's pretty cool. Battle of Yerevan on the 21th of April 2049. Echo Team is dispatched to the city of Yerevan, Armenia. NATO has fortified the city to further delay the enemy's advance. Meanwhile, a massive counterstrike is being prepared to alter the path of the war. The final stage of Operation Blinding Light begins. April 21, 2049. The mission was a success. I'm back at base, but some part of me is still out in the field. I'm uneasy, nervous, and on edge. I can't shake the feeling that something is following me. I've confined myself to a desolate corner of the loading facility. I needed to be by myself. The noise of the engines and hydraulics here somehow drowns out my anxiety. I thought of nothing but Mia during the entire mission. But now that I'm back, I seem unable to handle any contact with other people. I've never found myself getting nervous on solo missions, but these things aren't like a regular enemy. They are ruthless and relentless and will charge you without hesitation. I keep looking up from my journal as if expecting some of that glowing green crap the Reds shoot at me to melt the cockpit around me, or claws to punch through the armor and tear me into a gaping mouth full of sharpened teeth. These things, I don't know if they're evolving or if there are just so many of them that they keep surprising us. But another variant showed up today in the field. Just what the hell are they? What we know so far is that they eat humans to gather biomass. They lay eggs in nests underground and in deep inside buildings. Their larvae feed on human flesh. We are just food to them. They seem to act together like a vicious insect hive mind. What scares me the most, though, is that some of them resemble humans. I can't show weakness. I have to stay strong for the team, but after today, seeing what the Reds are capable of, I'm terrified that we might have to make the ultimate sacrifice sooner or later. Oy. So this mission is pretty cool. Kind of a multi-part mission with the changing objective in the middle.
With the breather you gave our boys by tearing down the enemy artillery, we have managed to fortify Yerevan, the capital city of Armenia. This is a big part of Operation Blinding Light. For now, I need you on station. Hold your position and help the boys defend the area. I will delegate you a task once the time is right.
Oops.
How copy?
Solid copy, Command. Echo 7 holding position. Good to see you by my side again, Mia.
My knight in shining armor missed me.
You bet. Just not the same without you around here.
Lack of guts and explosions.
Pretty much.
Let's change that then.
You won't stand a chance. There's thousands of those things coming.
I've seen worse. We can do this.
Wait,
was him. Just one guy. I thought that was bullshit. Here they come. Get ready.
Fuck me! Fuck me! There are so many of them!
He didn't even buy me dinner
Command,
first.
my men are dying. For God's sake, help us!
I'll get there, I'll
We're suffering
get there.
losses. We've lost a fourth of our forces. Bradley is down! Bradley is down!
Just wait until it's our turn. Operation Fire Typhoon will burn these motherfuckers to the ground.
No doubt. The Air Force is gonna put on a show when they get the green light. There must be thousands of planes in the region, all of them ready to unleash Ragnarok.
Yeah, they're gonna bomb the shit out of them. We got more of them incoming. Brace yourselves.
Yeah! We're gonna bomb the shit out of them.
Oh, the voice acting. It makes me giggle. The giant red explosions, less so.
How do you like that, freak?
We need backup! We're getting swarmed! Holy fucking shit, did you see that? I swear, when the last one exploded, I saw human remains. Arms, legs, even a face.
Focus on the mission. Don't think about it, man.
That's right, be a dissociative sociopath like myself. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
He's actually not exhibiting any symptoms of sociopathy. Dissociation for sure, but that's kind of to be expected. Generally traumatizing
We
event.
got this, guys. Keep it up.
Oops.
Echo 7, this is Command. I know you have your hands full, but we have a situation that requires your immediate intervention. A small group of Allied forces are cut off from the main army. They're being encircled by the enemy. I need you to help them fight their way out of there. The location has been marked on your map.
Roger that, Command. Echo 7 moving out. Mia, cover the main forces. I'm taking a detour.
You got it, Captain.
So this is where things get interesting on this mission. One of the reasons I like it is it does actually change what you have to do. Where is there? While also being very manageable, they do throw a lot of enemies at you, but they don't throw like ridiculous amounts of respawning waves at you, which makes this very, very manageable. While still throwing enough of the more dangerous stuff at you, so that you have to be a little bit cautious. At least plan what you're doing. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to use these for cover. Oh. And because your weapons are physically offset on your body, what angle you peek out of a corner does make a difference. Not too much of one, but it is there. Something you do want to be cognizant of, at least in a situation like this. Stop it. Okay, that went pretty well.
Command, this is Echo 7. Whatever happened in Sector Delta, I missed it. Looks like they put up a hell of a fight.
What
Understood,
happened?
Echo 7. Keep searching and proceed to Sector Alpha double time.
Copy that.
What happens in Sector Delta stays in Sector Delta. Jeez. Interrupting me every time I try to get off a dumb, pathetic joke. It's not even funny or worth it. I know. Stop it. You stop it, too. Yes, leave me behind the bounty of your body. How these bags of meat are carrying giant robot weapons and components so frequently, I don't really know. I am not complaining. Not quite sure how that works. That's right, it's north. Now we have pretty much the same deal here, where we've got a bunch of corner peeking. And a mob of enemies way at the far end. Ah, it hit a light post. There we go. I need to fire my right hand one a bit more frequently.
Attention all Allied forces in Sector Alpha.
Mildly
This is
tricky
Echo
bit.
7. I'm inbound on your location. Good to see you're still kicking. Retreat to the main forces position. I'll provide cover.
Thank God they sent somebody. I'll owe you a beer after this, Echo 7. All right, you heard him, boys. Pick up sticks and let's get out of here. Move your asses, move!
Back at base, I saw they refitted some of the older cargo planes to carry bombs for Operation Fire Typhoon. Some of those cans can barely drive, let alone fly.
They're really going all in. With a bit of luck, it might all pay off.
Mech status is critical. I need repairs.
In Soviet Russia, repairs need you. I do need help though. Oh, fortunately, I have my gizmo! Ta-da! It is Healy time. And now we just follow these guys back, or escort them. We're gonna just zip ahead of them because we don't care. They'll be fine.
Echo 7, this is it. I need you to prepare an evacuation for the battalion. Move to the south of your current position and punch a hole through the enemy forces currently occupying the highway.
Copy that, Command. Echo 7 moving out.
You better believe we're gonna pay those fuckers back when we get the chance. I'm gonna kill them all.
I'm gonna kill them all.
NATO and the US have gathered. We're gonna go apeshit once Fire Typhoon gets the green light.
No need to get excited. Oops. Stop it. You stop it. It's not a palpable hit. That was. Alright, now we just pick up the spoils. Like so. Oops. Fortunately, all weapons overheat independently, so if you have a bunch of a similar weapon type all equipped, you can chain between them, as I am mostly doing here. Okay. There we go.
How you holding up, Mia?
All good, Captain.
I can see you're still as good a shot as back at the academy.
Oh, stop it, you.
Good job, Echo
I
7.
think that's it.
Time for payback.
Time
Great job
for
clearing out
payback.
the
Oh good, we
objective,
got another
Echo 7.
energy
You're
regen
really living
booster.
up to the legend.
The legend.
Oh, and humble too. What a catch.
What a catch. She's special. Oh my goodness. So I didn't get the weapons I was hoping to get, but I did get two that are extremely nice to have. And in fact, one of them I'm going to have equipped pretty much from here on out. So that's very pleasing. Which is this HVGS Torden. It is a big boy railgun that does absolutely phenomenal amounts of damage in one hit. and it's going to be what I'm going to be using to take out big burly things in one shot, and then just moving on with my life. Just deleting them. Which of course is all fun and games until a smaller enemy somehow gets in the way, and then you're like, why would you do this to me? I have been forsaken. Although with that, I can go a little longer. So I've got some other equipment here. What did I get? Here we go. Reduces my energy regen. It is better in all ways except for energy regen, which it takes a bunch out of. I need that. I do want recoil control. Cooling is nice too. Oh, Night Lance. There we go. Does use a little more energy, but it's better booster speed, better energy cap, better HP. Grab that. We have the Evaroth 2 legs as well, but they're slower, so no, we're not going to equip that. So we're going to make our left shoulder the kill button, which is our Torden right here. Which is the HVGS Torden 1. It's a hypervelocity gun, advanced ballistic weapon that accelerates its projectiles with a hybrid chemical magnetic launch system, and it does over 40,000 damage. It hits like a truck. Actually, I'm gonna put that on my right shoulder so I can press the E button and giggle. It's strong. It has a baby brother in the form of the Ryusei G20A, which is like that, except it shoots 3 shots in a sequence, pop, 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 and it does 1/10 of the damage per shot. It's still very good and very, very strong, but not as good. Oh, we got the Corinth too, I missed that. This one's quite powerful. It's like a canister shot of big howitzer projectiles. It's very hard. In fact, I think we're going to equip that, yeah. It's less accurate, but it's good for crowd control. I don't like the way it's zoomed in like this, where you can't really see the weapon. What do we got? Anything I can sell outright? Oh, we got a plasma assault rifle. That's our first energy weapon. They're okay. Plasma assault rifles are pretty meh. They don't have a blast area, they fire kind of slow, they regenerate ammo kind of slow, and they drain your energy. They do have high damage per projectile, but I think I'm probably better served sticking. Although they do have very high effective range. I'll equip it for a mission, why not? We'll do one. And then in my right hand, I think I'm going to be sticking with what I've got, because it is putting in all the work. Still no ISIS at the moment. The ISIS is just so good. Such a workhorse. Yeah, no, these are all... And then I have like a clone of 1 or 2 of them. Equipment. Oh, nice. Okay. So in our left shoulder, we've got what? Cooling? We don't need that. So what we've got here is the M203 SGV. It's a coaxial gun. Basically, every time I shoot, this will shoot. And it's got infinite ammo. And it does what is it, like 200 damage per shot. So anytime I'm shooting, this will fire. Because you have 2 shoulders, you can have 2 of them equipped. I don't have 2 at the moment available. But they are quite handy. Oh, hey, Echo. There's also sentry guns, but they cost money to use, and I don't want to blow money at this point. Oh, you know what? I think I will equip one. Why not? So they look kind of like funnels or tin cans or something. Anything on the legs? Yes, we got that energy regen boost. So we're gonna equip that. We need that. Anything on actives? I don't think so. Oh, we got the better Chinook drop. This one actually shoots things. While it comes in. I don't really need two of those. It is mechs versus zombies today. Is that auxiliary actuators? Oh, boosts walking speed. Meh. What do we got for upgrades? Oh, we have no money for upgrades. I take it all back. Womp. Womp womp. No real surprise there. Gonna save real quick. I got time for one more and then I gotta run. So let's try out some of our new toys, shall we? But not on Operation Fire Typhoon. That mission's actually very hard. So instead, we're going to do the same mission we just did again, and hope for the Starfire. Starfire is the gun that I want so badly. He is so good. Also the Isis. Isis and Starfire. Yes, yes.
Welcome back, Echo 7. With the breather you gave our boys by tearing down the enemy artillery, we have managed to fortify Yerevan, the capital city of Armenia.
So we're gonna zip
This
along.
is a big part of Operation
Whoops,
Blinding
there's an
Light.
item here.
For now, I need you on station. Hold your position and help the boys defend the area. I will delegate you a task once the time is right. How copy?
So if you look in the lower left-hand corner, you see the Divas, its ammo is going down.
Good to see you by my side again, Mia.
Oh, my knight in shining armor missed me.
Oh my gosh, stop running from me.
Without you around here.
Now when it starts regenerating, it's going to drain energy as well, but I think I've got enough energy regen to counteract it completely. Yeah, I do.
We won't stand a chance. There's thousands of those things coming.
The fire rate's
I've
really
seen
bad,
worse. We can do this.
Wait,
and the ammo regen rate is really bad.
I've heard
This
about
is
you.
a mistake.
You're the one who shot down all the enemy artillery, all by yourself.
Fortunately, though, we have this. So see big angry green crab thing? It's dead.
Here they come.
Gone.
Get ready.
The reason you're reminded of Earth Defense Force is that was very much the intention by the developer, is he was like, I like Armored Core, I like EDF, why don't I make a game that's like Armored Core and EDF? Pen, pineapple, apple, pen,
Just wait until it's
as
our
it
turn.
were.
Operation Fire Typhoon will burn
It
these
play
motherfuckers
like basic
down.
gameplay flow is identical to EDF, except, you know, without any verticality whatsoever. And with zombies. Big giant monster zombies and mech customization. So
Yeah, we're gonna bomb the shit out of them.
and also great voice acting, which is par for the course for an EDF-like game. Wow, they are all dying. I don't care. Go away. Stop. Stop it. Stop, 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 stop. No. No. No.
How do you like that, freak?
We need backup. We're getting swarmed. Holy fucking shit! Did you see that? I
You
swear
can't
when
play
the last
because...
one exploded,
Is it like a...
human remains.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Legs, even a face.
As long as it's not you being upset at the fact that they call what are obviously, you know, not insects, insects. Which is also frustrating. Deleted. These are really annoying, though. These ranged ones drive me nuts, because they just sit there and shoot at you, and yeah, I can dodge them, because they're very predictable, but there's a lot of them. Dead.
Echo 7, this is command.
Oh,
I know you have your
let's
hands full,
critical
but we
dead.
have a situation that requires your immediate intervention.
Now I'm overheated for the
A
next
small group of
geological
allied
eon.
forces are cut off from the main army.
Give me that
They're
health.
being encircled by the enemy. I need you to help them fight their way out.
EDF is all fun and games
The
until the
location has
spiders
been
show
marked
up,
on your
and then
map.
I'm like, okay, this is a bit
Roger that,
uncomfortable.
Command. Echo 7 moving out. Mia, cover the main
But they
forces.
have the most
Take it
satisfying
as a tour.
splat sound when you pop them,
You
though,
got it,
so I can't
Captain.
even get that upset. That's pretty much what I'm doing, and lots of them. They are ugly. Okay, so now I've got a little side mission here. Well, side mission, it's the entire objective, but I'm gonna travel north real quick. Oh yeah, my energy regen is finally at a place where it's really, really helpful. Because if I stop, you can see it going up pretty quickly. Well, not pretty quickly, but it's going up, whatever. I have energy regen. It exists. I thought I changed out my other shoulder item. So I also have these turrets. I did not equip the coaxial gun. I did want to do that. I thought I had, but clearly I did not. That would have been helpful. So dead. There is a point not too far from now where that is going to stop one-shotting things as well. There is going to be stuff that is durable enough to take the hit, as it were. I'm gonna get a sneaky shot in on you. Yes, I got him. Ah, he jumped right in front of you, jerks. So the projectile is wasted, unfortunately, at that point. It just blew him up and whatever friends were nearby. So there are energy weapons. You don't get them till about now, as you can see. Green bullet things. Lots of splat. Hey, in EDF 5, you get to fight, you know, frog people. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes. They look exactly like us. I love EDF 5. That game is a treasure. Alright, we've got ammo. There are no more enemies here. Yay! We're gonna skim on ahead. In fact, I'm gonna overboost and burn more energy than I should.
Command, this is Echo 7. Whatever happened in Sector Delta, I missed it. Looks like they put up a hell of a fight.
Understood, Echo 7. Keep searching and proceed to Sector Alpha Delta.
Is that on for
Copy that.
turret 6? Button 6, okay. So, I have turrets. I have used these exactly once before. So we're going to see how that goes. Eine Turretten. I'm going to put down another one. They are not doing a lot. They are shooting like once every minute. So these things are not exactly thrilling. And they're costing me money to deploy as well. And money is useful for many things. Where are the rest of the swarm anyway? Where'd they go? They all head towards the tanks. They sure did. Okay, well. I'm out of energy, so I need to walk for a little while. Part of it's the drain that this plasma gun is doing. In addition, because it's like a slow passive drain over time that's reducing my effective energy gain. Alright, let's see if we can do this a little better than last time. I don't know what the glowing blue aura after you hit them with a plasma gun actually does, if anything. Because it doesn't look like it slows them down much. Got him. That's good. That's what I wanted. And yeah, the explosions are totally opaque. You cannot see through them, and that drives me a little crazy. Oops, that wasn't the button I wanted to hit. Much better. One dead meow meow fucker meow. Alright.
Attention all allied forces in Sector Alpha.
Only these
This is Echo
Deuterinos.
7. I'm inbound on your location. Good to see you're still kicking. Retreat to the main forces position. I'll provide cover.
Thank God they sent somebody. I'll owe you a beer after this, Echo 7. Alright, you heard it, boys. Pick up sticks and let's get out of here. Move your asses.
Pick up sticks? Yes.
Back at base, I saw they refitted
Official
some
game
of
of
the
the
older cargo planes to carry
NATO
bombs for
military.
Operation Fire Typhoon. Some of those cans can barely drive, let alone fly.
They're really going all in. With a bit of luck, it might all pay off.
I saw another. Clearly, I did not. Alright, let's zip over to our next objective. I don't know how many items I've picked up, not a whole lot. Yeah, movement is basically satisfying. I do wish there was more verticality. Read
Echo
any
7,
verticality.
this is it. I need you to
I'd like to
prepare
be
an
able to
evacuation for the battalion.
Go up in the air
Move to the south of your current
to shoot
position
things.
and punch a hole through the enemy forces
Make it
currently
easier to,
occupying the highway.
let me blow up that girder.
Copy that, Command. Echo 7 moving
And
out.
that girder.
You better believe we're gonna pay those fuckers back when we get the chance.
Easier to avoid fire.
When the forces NATO and the US have gathered, we're gonna go apeshit once Fire Typhoon gets the green light.
Yeah!
So yeah, it's very much Armored Core meets EDF in spirit. I feel that the sole developer, only one man made this, or individual. I don't actually know what their gender is. I'm assuming a guy. I don't know. Only one person made this, and I feel that they accomplished their goal. Oh, that went high. Yeah, that went high. That did not go high.
How you holding up, Mia?
All good, Captain.
I can see you're still as good a shot as back at the academy.
Oh, stop it, you.
Good
There
job,
we
Echo
go.
7.
Time for payback.
Great job clearing out the objective,
We got a shoulder-mounted auto turret. Those are very good.
The
And other
legend.
than that, not a whole lot of
And
interest.
hopeful too. What a catch!
Better Gatling gun. Okay. Well, with that, though, I have to go. Hopefully people enjoyed. If they didn't, I'm sorry. Next week, maybe you will. I do this every week at about noon Eastern Standard Time. This week I was slightly late, due to a combination of unforeseen factors and other things. But ordinarily, about noon Eastern Standard Time. I also have them all uploaded on my YouTube, and I really need to get around to organizing them again. It's been a month. I also do other streams throughout the week. I have a Warframe Wednesdays stream where I do something Warframe related. There's Mecha Mondays, which you've just seen, where I do something giant robot related or mecha adjacent. And then on Fridays, it's Free Read Fridays, where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. This week we're going to be doing reading the last bit of the June 1945 issue of Astounding Science Fiction, which I don't remember what's left in that, actually. There's, I think, one short story and then like some articles that are in it. After that, I am hoping to do Echopraxia by Peter Watts. So if people liked my read-through of Blindsight, we are hopefully going to have some more of that. Failing that, I'll come up with something. Big deal. It's the usual. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay sane, and see you later, hopefully, today on Mobile Suit Mondays with Kamen Rider Echo. You should definitely check that out on his channel. We'll be doing some Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme versus Maxi Boost on, say that 12 times fast, I dare you. And if you can join us. In fact, even if you can't, you can join us. That would be good. Alright, folks. Sees y'all later, and have a good one. Bye.